Hello. I think this live is pretty relevant to have too. Because if you disagree with people, this is the platform. In case you're joining, I think this is a live that is needed for the whole debate space in quotation marks. I think to contest people's view, you got to have opposition come up. Even though my view is antithetical to Mr. Genesis, and of course he said some vile stuff about Jesus, I think trying to, I don't know, I don't block people. I mean, I block a lot of people, and I have, but I don't think it reaches my threshold. And obviously, a person can change their mind. That was like 3 weeks ago. I was like, I don't even know how long ago. That was like, how many weeks ago? What? Why does my face need to be in it every 2 seconds? Hi, Pop. There, my face is in it. Bad or good? Oh. Oh, that's true. And I would kind of disagree. Because I don't agree with anything anybody says on panel. I see this as kind of like debating in person. People are welcome to come bring in their ideas. That doesn't mean I agree. What the heck? Like, if Nick Fuentes came on my panel, I wouldn't agree with anything he says, or most of anything he says, but I would still let him on panel. If Bonnie Blue came on my panel, I don't agree with anything she says. If she wants to make herself look like a fool, that would be on her or any of these people. Now, don't get me wrong, there's certain types of people who I won't panel. Oh, nice. In science, nice. I think school is evil. School is a conspiracy theory made by the Illuminati. It's evil. Degrees are a conspiracy theory. I think that's an interesting topic. Is school a scam? I think it is. In most cases, yeah, it is. At least college, at least. It's a conspiracy theory. Any contentions? Come on up. I think Stitch Bro is in the comments. I'm not sure who that is. Stitch Bro? Stitch? Snitch? I'm not sure who you are. Snitch? I think that's your name. Snitch or Stitch? I let a lot of people. I basically let everybody on panel. Again, apparently one of my mods is lying about their age. They were a minor the whole time. I can't confirm it, but they were a mod for me for a very long time. If anybody has contentions, I'm not sure they're going to join, but if they have contentions, by all means. Oh, someone's on the comments. Snitch? Stitch? I think that's your name? Stitch Bro? Hello? You have contentions with the prompt?
Bro, obviously not.
I think I captured you guys just well.
Yeah, you did. I would just say that they're cowards. All of them people are cowards. I had a lot to say. I have a lot to say in the discords.
I'm really unliked. Maybe it's because I'm a melanated man. Maybe because my wife, is not a melanated woman. There's a lot of reasons to hate on me. I mean, maybe because I'm Catholic. So I'm like a black Catholic. So I'm double targeted. A black Catholic who's married to a white woman. So that's multiple reasons for people to hate me. I'm just living my life and all though.
Crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah. You know what else is crazy? When you ask somebody to make you like shorts and they take like 25 years to, that's also kind of really crazy too.
Bro, you need to understand that I work and I'm in the middle of a court case.
I'm just teasing you. um
Yeah, I mean, I think that like going forward, if they're not going to come up and like address the problem or the issue, like real rational people, then like the next time in which they want to bitch to you or like complain on a panel, we just shut it down ASAP, saying that, hey, you had like the opportunity to speak your piece, but you didn't. So that's just going to be a concession.
well said, well said. Uh, you know, Again, I think this is a platform to have opinions expressed, and only a few times would I not engage with certain opinions. But I don't think it's okay to just block people because they disagree.
Cowards. Because Somali had a lot to say. Where the fuck is Molly?
They want me to join their panel so they can mute me. That's why. Because last time I was there, she was muting me like 3 times. I don't. I only mute people if they're being disruptive. Notice if I'm getting cooked in a conversation, I'm not going to mute you because I'm losing. If you think you can cook me, then cook me. But I'm not going to mute you because you're better than me.
Molly is another one of those people that thinks she's intelligent and gets her butt hurt feelings when she loses a debate, which is what happened with me. And then she wanted to pretend and act with her feminism, like goodbye.
Yeah.
And then she got mad when I talked about her issues. I'm sorry, you disrespected me first. So
We'll leave it at that. But
no,
anybody
she
can.
needs to come up here. She was trying to say that I was a pedophile, so she needs to join up the fucking panel.
They might have all blocked me. If you can see, no one joins my lives anymore. All my mods basically hate me. Yeah. But I don't do it to be liked. I don't like the accusation of me doing it to be liked. I don't like that. I don't really care if I'm liked or not. If you live your life trying to get people to like you, you're going to be very disappointed. I'm just not a confrontational person. That doesn't mean I'm doing it to be liked. I'm just not a confrontational person. I just have no desire to uh, argue with people most of the time. They want me to join their live so they can mute me and I can't make my peace. No. And it's like it's a 5-on-1 too. If you have some contentions, request up. Or if you think the Mortal Kombat movie was bad, also request up.
Are you saying the movie's worth watching?
I would say yeah, I really did like it, but I think it could be better. The pacing was way too fast. I'm definitely gonna see it again because the people at the front they made me miss like the first 5 minutes, so I definitely have to rewatch it. Definitely better than the first one. Anybody disagree or agree? Is it rational for me to panel Stitch and Genesis? I can tell you why it is rational. I think if you disagree with people, you had them on panel, have an engagement, you show how they're wrong, or if you can't, you learn something. There you go.
I just want to debate them. Since I'm quote unquote bad for the community, quote unquote. I don't know why we call ourselves a community. Why can't you be your own individual person? That's
Exactly.
what doesn't make any sense. And then not only that, let's also talk about the fact that you guys are spreading things in the Discord about me that have been proven false years ago, and you're doing it because you want to cancel me, quote unquote. Like, people have tried before. It's not going to work. It didn't work then. It's not going to work now. And the fact that you guys are doing it behind the Discord and not being Kiki, Kumbaya in my face, and then you want me to be all nice to you, that's what's fucking hilarious. The abortion debate Discord. I believe it's, forgot who it is.
I was kicked
But
out
like
of
fucking everybody's in there. Fucking Abby's in there, Medic's in there, Alex Austin is in there.
all of them, literally all of them. And it's probably because I paneled Mac and people like that.
Like, you guys are like one of the biggest fucking penis kaboobers that I've ever fucking met, because the fact that you guys are so fucking entitled and so fucking her feeling touchy, like, you people have to abide exactly what you say, and then you want to cancel them for like no fucking reason.
Yeah, absolutely. And this isn't even a call out live. I'm not even saying it's a call out live. It's just a discussion. Um, and it's an even playing ground. I don't mute people often. I'm very unbiased. Well, Pop, if you have an opinion, come up. I was kicked out of literally every single Discord. I have my own with mods. That's it. I was kicked out of basically all of them. Is it racially motivated? Well, let's see. Because we're all adults here, but we act like children, and we have a cause that we're fighting for. Your personal squabbles are meaningless to me. You know, there's like two people who I'm close with that I met on TikTok. Um, there's like two people who I met in person. So yeah. And I agree with Stitch's rights claims that he made, his rights stance, or at least leaning towards it.
You know what's funny is that fucking Duncan came after me too because I said the Bible doesn't grant rights.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard about that.
Fucking interesting. And you know why he got mad at me? Because I caught his ass in a fucking illogical standpoint where he was trying to conflate talking about what currently is with what should be. And his dumb ass did not understand that. But no, I was the bad person because I shouldn't have came at Duncan like that. Well, I'm sorry if he's gonna be remedial looking at say stupid shit.
Yeah.
And then Alex wanted to give their being like, oh, you're always a victim, bitch. You're in the servers where they're saying shit about me, and you didn't say jack shit about me until it was quote unquote something serious. Bitch, fuck out of here.
All right. If you have intentions, come up. I'm inviting everybody. If you have intentions, let us know. And I'll keep it civil. I promise.
I don't think anybody's joining, bro.
Yeah. That's okay. We can change the prompt then. Don't be remedial. I hope I have enough storage to put this on YouTube because I have literally like less than 1 GB left. Don't be remedial. Do rights exist? Agree or disagree? The remedial Stitch would like to have a conversation with you. Well, I should put, is Christian nationalism good for America?
Just do that as a prompt for tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, Serendipity is here. Do you have a problem with Stitch? Serendipity, come up. Hi. There's quite
What's
some
up?
drama there with Mr. Mannon not live. What do you think about what happened?
I think Mr. Mann clearly has a tenuous grasp on, logic.
I mean, I don't know. I think he's one of the best debaters here. I think he understands logic.
Oh, yeah? You think so, bro? You reckon?
Yeah, that debate when he was debating why nots, that was one of the best debates I've ever seen.
Bro, Mr. Mann is notoriously bad. So,
Well, you haven't seen him him all out. You know, he's like always holding back in debates for some reason.
Right, he's holding back, bro. He's got the leg weights on, bro. He's taking the Rock Lee strat, you know?
Yeah, yeah. You see, you get it. Yeah, totally gets it.
Yeah. That's what he's doing.
But Serendipity, do you have a problem with me paneling Stitch or Genesis?
I mean, this Stitch guy is pretty gay, but you know, Genesis, I'll fuck him. Like, I'll fuck him at any point in time.
That's an interesting take. Yeah.
It is an interesting take, isn't it? This Hector guy too, he'll oil up. But yeah, man, I heard that Art Apologist said that he beat me in a debate, that he smoked me. I was like, what? That didn't happen. So
You know, if you want a formal debate, you should. I can host that between you guys.
yeah, I'm actually, I might take you up on that. To be honest, I'll like DM. Do I have your Discord? Oh yeah, I do. We've talked on Discord a few times. Never mind. I'm gonna send you some messages, bro.
I want to see that. I want to see you and Art go run the ones. Just need a proposition.
Yeah, we had some informals, and both of them were inconclusive. But then apparently said that he smoked me. I'm like, dude, that never happened. If anything, we've been getting along great. And in the host live with witnesses, he did not smoke me. I reductioed him, if anything. So that's pretty cringe, bro. Because I don't like go around like misrepresenting him. So I think that's pretty cringe, bro.
If he wants bragging rights, he can do it in front of like I don't know, like 100 people and see.
Yeah, he can get reductioed in front of 100 people. That's fine. Well, I mean, the entailment of his view is that it's okay to grape a fetus or a born human as long as it doesn't affect the populace beyond the person who's graping them. That's the entailment of his view.
Oh, did you do in the vacuum reductio? Did you do that?
Well, I just posed my own vacuum where you have an individual that elects to grape a born child, like say like 9 months gestation, or even 6, 7, 8 months, whatever gestation that are removed. Okay, and then this fetus, or even newborn, we'll just say neonate, is graped by the individual. Now, provided that they don't meet his qualifiers like sentience or whatever in the hypothetical, which are obviously temporary, then he would just take it to be that it's permissible to do this thing as long as it doesn't negatively impact society.
Oh, that's a really bad hill to die on.
Yeah. So when I heard that he supposedly said that he like beat me, I'm like, bro, in what world? What are you talking about? I've never lost to him. In fact, I've never even lost an abortion debate to date. The closest I came to losing one was when Divinity chimed in to a debate that I was already having with somebody else. That somebody else was Art. But Divinity... Huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Divinity chimed in, and then he like stun locked me when I was new to debating. Now, obviously, Divinity's been doing this for years, so I didn't know how to respond to Divinity's questions at the time. But that doesn't equate to me just like losing in a one-on-one to an interlocutor. He did stun lock me, like I'll grant that. At the time, I didn't know how to respond to his questions, but
We weren't debating, so it wouldn't matter.
no, I wasn't debating Divinity. Not really. I mean, it became a debate with a Divinity because he showed up in Meatballs Live when I was talking to Art, and Art denies that this happened, so it's like pretty cringe.
Ah, he got bailed out. I see. He got bailed out. I see.
But I mean, yo, what's up? What's up, Xander? Yeah, I mean, most people on this app take me to be a highly rational and like quote unquote high tier whatever debater, but I don't like come on, bro. I'm not gonna go around and be like, oh, Art's trash. Like Art's a good debater, right? But he did not ever beat me. That never happened.
He's good, but he's not as nowhere near. No one's good is as good as BT3. So.
Oh, okay, bro. Okay, bro. Like BT3 himself knows. No offense, BT3. Like we're friends on here, but come on, bro. Not. I mean, we were just on panel. Did you guys see? Did Stitch and Protect? I know Xander saw it. We were just on panel with Mr. Dean Withers, bro.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Do you know why K went up there, by the way?
What's that?
I said, you know why K went up there, by the way, right? Because
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I know K and K has a history with Dean, like a long running history with Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Like I told, because I guess Vanilla's not familiar with Dean, with Kay. So I told her I was like, hey, drop whoever this person was in the top right and bring up Kay. Best decision ever, dude. I've never seen such an S tier panel. Hagel fan was there.
Yeah,
Eric
bro.
was
Did
Eric
you
was
see, bro? Did you see like how Dean completely like had to adjust his strategy when Kay started talking to him?
dude.
Kay is on a
Yeah,
whole nother fucking level than Roma, bro. Did you see that?
dude, it was. But dude, that was like pretty dangerous territory. I feel like for Roma, bro. That's why like I told her, I'm like, I don't put anything in my lives that's like commits me to a view, because if I can't justify it, I'm gonna run into that problem. If Kay wouldn't have been there, dude, that would have been bad.
Well, that turned into an external critique. That's the blunder that she dropped me. Like, I like Roma. I think she's cool, but there were. Oh, thank you for the gifts. There were some blunders there. Thank you, Star Wars. We can let Star Wars up. That's cool. Um, there were some blunders there when
He
she
hates
like
me.
started inserting her view, right? And then also, like there was that wasn't like sufficiently substantiated. To be fair, like Dean admitted, Dean was actually really good faith,
Super
surprisingly.
good
So
faith, yeah.
I was very surprised, but um, like he didn't present any formal arguments, and he admitted that he couldn't do it. He didn't know how to do it. So
Yeah, Star Wars
What
kind of hates me. Yeah, I'm just gonna say.
thank you, Star Wars. That's my another one of my ex-wives, by the way. Chat.
I think it's because I'm a melanated folk. I think that's why she doesn't really like me. But yeah.
What were the three if I'm not mistaken, what were the three conditionals that Roma was positing?
I came in after she posited the conditionals. I missed the conditionals that she posited.
I was like, because I was trying to figure that out, and then they got into like the modal conversation, so I'm highly like unfamiliar with like
Wait,
medallions.
Bro, I want to start referring that as the semaxium, bro. He took the S5 axiom style logic and applied it to semantics. It's trivially true. So if it's true, right, in this case, then it must be just universally true. What the fuck is happening here, bro? That's a
Dude,
meme. I'm gonna meme the shit out of him for that. He's already run from me once. You guys all heard it. Thousands of viewers tonight, 200 and something on TikTok, and however many are watching his live stream. He ran from the mighty serendipity on normative ethics. All right,
he did.
debate a proposition, bro. Debate abortion, the permissibility of the pro-choice thesis, or the truth of the pro-choice thesis. He said no. He told me no. Just like let's flag that.
Yeah, he did. You know what's funny too, Protect, is Serendipity was like like it's like Dean, that's just like meme, right? That like Dean, he'll like run from people, and he ran from, I forgot who it was, and he was like, sorry, I gotta go, like my pizza's gonna get cold or some shit, right?
And then he stayed on.
He stayed up for like a whole hour, but then what was funny is Serendipity was like, you said something like, well, in some
Bro, I'm
given,
laying down.
Some possible world, yeah.
yeah, some possible world, she just got upset with you.
Yeah, bro, like this is what I'm saying. This should lend credence to the statements that I previously espoused, right? I told you guys that Dean doesn't want to talk to me. I spoke with him tonight, right? And you guys just witnessed again, right? Or there you go. That Dean, in fact, dodged a normative ethical debate on abortion. There you go. Right there. Clear cut. Right? I'm telling you guys, like
You
I've
know why
already
he's dodging? It's because the last time he debated someone on it, by the way, last debate for him for normative ethics, it's because he got fucking slammed.
Bro, he got slammed again. He knew, bro, he debated Kojo tonight. How do you think that fucking went?
Bro,
Again,
he's trying to get redemption. The last time I seen him debate Kojo, he was fucking eviscerated. Okay?
He-
Obliterated to the cosmos. So.
Kojo started squeezing him like a python tonight, bro. He was constricting him just like, and he's like, you know what, like, he got Dean to even admit. He's just like, you know what, Dean? Yeah, you got me, bro. Like, you won. And Dean's just like, no, okay, come on. Like, he knew he was fucked, bro. Kojo
Dude, he
just
was so
destroyed him. Oh my!
He never
I'm sure-
debated Hegel.
Me? No, I've never debated Hegel. No.
No, but what about Dean? Has he debated Hegel?
Oh, I don't know. Probably. Dean's debated a lot of the Phil Bros, dude. Like, there's a lot of clips. If you guys go to like YouTube, there are a few different channels that post a shit ton of the debates, and some of Kay's previous debates. I don't think all of them, but some of them are on YouTube. This one I'm sure is going to get posted, bro. Like, I'm sure somebody recorded it.
You recorded everything, by the way.
Honey's channel. Usually Honey puts that. Honey IRL is usually on her channel. Like, is her first his first two debates of Dean Parker debating Kay aren't on his channel. That's
Bro,
the
Parker. Bro, I tagged Parker on Twitter when he had like nothing, like no followers or anything to debate on abortion and politics, and he just ignored me completely. And I saw that he was like, I can make an inference that he saw my post. He had like no following compared to what he has now.
He's just
Outright ignored me, and then I went to Dean's live, ignored me, and now on panel in front of you guys, right? I talked to him, voice to voice, person to person. You heard it yourself, Xander. The answer is no.
Dude, yeah. I wonder why he said no. Like, cause he said he didn't have time, but then
Right.
he like proceeded to stay for like an hour or so.
Absolutely, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Star Wars again, showing how bad faith she is, not coming to the panel. It's racially motivated. I don't get. I'm a melanated folk. Is it because my wife is a snow bunny? Is that why the hate I'm getting? I don't know. But if you do want to challenge art apologists, let me know. Defend the pro-life thesis very well. If you're holding the negation, I'm sure you'll do well too.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Some shit just went out. Yeah. I'd be down to I'd be down. Like I want to talk to this guy and like make sure he's not just lying on my name, bro, because I never lost him.
Was it someone in the comments?
No, it was. I'm not sure. I think it was you said it was Art himself was saying that, right?
Was told by fucking what's his fucking name? Oh yeah, Richard. That's how I was told by Richard.
Richie? Like Richie?
Richard, unapologetic debater.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
Genesis. Not Genesis. Serendipity. You missed it. Someone was claiming a conditional wasn't a syllogism.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they said a conditional statement wasn't a syllogism.
My argument was if epistemology is true, then rights exist. Epistemology is true, therefore rights exist. And he goes, that's not even a syllogism. Syllogisms don't start with if.
No, that would just be a modus ponens syllogism.
Yeah.
That guy
Yeah,
was-
that's just a simple modus ponens syllogism. That's just affirming the antecedent.
Oh wait. I think Serendipity remembers Episto. Has anybody spoken to Episto? I forget his full name.
No.
No, but he was slow. I'll say that. And then he was like, you're throwing out hominins. Well, I was like, why? Because I'm calling you a slow boy? When you're not tracking my argument?
I like this prompt here. Do rights exist? Do you think they exist, Huss?
Outside of the law, legal rights, yeah. Moral rights, I don't know. I'm on the side of probably not. I would say. My view is like what people really say as rights. I don't know. It's people. I think they're privileges. Probably. I can't really confirm if they do exist or not.
Well, it's just demonstrating a Mona's penis argument, bro.
Wait, but aren't those distinct, hosts?
Oh, what are?
Rights and privileges?
Oh yeah, they're completely distinct. I was just saying what people consider, like when they claim, oh, I have a right to this, they're actually talking about it as privileges.
Oh, okay. They mean to denote something like privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry
what about you,
about that.
Serendipity? Do you
Had
think
to
rights
do-
exist inherently?
I could see. I would say they would exist inherently if you're like under a theist view. Outside of that, I'm not really convinced by any other view. Like natural law theory, I'm not really convinced by that. I hear some people say rights are like an axiom.
Just read The Virtue of Selfishness.
Don't do it, bro. That's some Randian shit.
I heard he's not taken very seriously by philosophers.
So I had to.
She is, though.
I
Ayn
mean,
Rand? She's kind of based. I just started, but
she's like kind of based. She's like half based, bro.
She's like
Kinda
fully
big.
beast.
She's like half-based. She's based with respect to laissez-faire economics, metaphysical reality, and mind-independent moral facts. She's based with those things.
Do you not agree with like grounding, like morality and rights and the ability to rationalize?
I agree with part of that. I don't wholeheartedly agree with rationalism, as we previously discussed, as being the only valid epistemological view. I don't think that we are confined to discerning what is and what isn't, or obtaining knowledge, or knowledge being valuable only within reason.
Wait, we talked about this right earlier.
Yeah, we oiled up. We fucked a few times. Yeah.
How shit.
Yeah, we fucked and oiled up.
Sounds sexy.
Bro, I apologize that I got distracted there. I was like being loud. I was talking to you guys, which I wasn't like yelling, right? I was just talking loudly. And my tenant.
I have a question, Serendipity. Would you want to be on Jubilee?
Sure.
And they pay it pretty good money, I hear.
I mean, most people, I'd say, think I could do it. I think I could do it. I think that most people on Jubilee are troglodytes. But I don't want to like go for the little fish. I want to go for the big fish.
Like Andrew Wilson?
Yeah.
Andrew Wilson, I'll be honest with you, I've learned some things about him, and after getting into like talking with some people in his inner circle, and then also being on panel with him,
He's low tier.
I've realized that. Well, no, here's the fucked up part. I'd say he's mid tier. He's not actually low tier. He LARPs as low tier, and then he openly admits in his inner circle or sometimes on stream that he's only doing it for money. He's actually LARPing, and when you actually investigate his view or what he really thinks, he doesn't actually give a shit about like looking low tier, but because he's making like $1,000 every like 20 minutes that he does it, so he doesn't actually care.
Dang.
Jesus Christ. 20.
It's insane, bro. No, in fact, that's actually probably a lowball estimate. I'm not even joking. Like,
Yeah, that's why I left the Crucible.
yeah, bro. Like, it's not even that he's actually stupid. It's that he doesn't. Yeah, exactly. This guy knows game. Like, he knows ball. The Crucible. He doesn't actually believe a lot of the stuff he says, or if he does believe it, he's willing to LARP as a low tier to expose people or just for his entertainment, and he's getting paid a shit ton of money in like Twitch and like Kick or Rumble, anything, Cash App, whatever, PayPal. He's getting so many donations and thousands of viewers at any given point in time. So he doesn't mind looking like an idiot because he's making a living off this, bro. He's making a fuck ton of money doing this.
I wonder how people like monetize and get to that point. Like, you have to be invited. So, like, say Jubilee or something. Do you have to like already have an established platform, or?
No. You gotta.
Just
Anybody.
yeah, you can just submit like it's like an application, but basically
Basically, that's how people get a name for themselves, like being on.
they pick random people. Like there's people that don't have platforms that go on there.
Yeah,
So,
I've seen some like pretty decent debaters go on there. One person I would like to see debate is like someone from the comms, like maybe even like say Serendipity, debate someone like Alex O'Connor.
Dude, Alex O'Connor is actually like, I think he's pretty chill, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
he's actually one of the few atheists I can stand.
Dip, do you think I would be able to do well on something like Jubilee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you would. I think you would be able to do well. And to be honest, it's not because like I think Genesis is a smart guy and that he's constantly expanding his, epistemological base. Like, he's constantly getting more knowledgeable. Obviously, we need to draw the distinction between knowledge and intellect, but Genesis has both. And I think that the vast majority of people who go on Jubilee are essentially lacking both, and that Genesis would epistemologue them. Now, regarding like the high tiers,
The mod is great.
yeah, bro, that's I coined that shit the other day, bro. I'm telling you, no, but
Sounds
but
dope.
as for like the high tiers, like people of the upper like intellectual echelon that go on to these things, like Jubilee, I don't know how it would be. Like, if I'm being honest, I don't know how Genesis would do. He might win, he might lose. It depends on who your interlocutor is, but if Genesis is going against somebody like Jordan Peterson, who I used to really like, and then obviously lately had just an abysmal performance, who's just going to like obfuscate or like convolute the conversation the entirety, right? Like muddy the waters. I think Genesis would win, bro. I don't know. Alex O'Connor would be a very interesting conversation because Alex O'Connor is seemingly good faith and like very calm in his discourse, I think we'd be able to have a very rational conversation.
Yeah.
I want to debate Dean because I'm pretty sure he's an atheist, right?
Yeah. He just ran for me. Did you see it? Were you on? Did you see the live right now, like 20, 30 minutes ago?
I did
was on
not.
panel
I
with
didn't
Dean.
know you were on panel with him.
Yeah, I was on panel with Dean.
No.
I just asked him if he wanted to debate normative ethics with respect to abortion. He said no.
Bro,
Yeah, that's
because he
wow.
sucks at it. He got destroyed by what's his face?
Kojo, bro.
Yo, yeah, Kojo.
Kojo just like took Dean's pants off and milked him right now.
I mean, doesn't everybody get cooked by K though? Is that really, you know?
Most people, I'd say like 99%. Like there's a handful of people that have a good chance. You know, like Liam, Eric, and a few other people.
My
But yeah, I
problem with
wanna-
Gene
I
is
wanna-
that he's-
Oh,
sorry.
God.
I was gonna say my problem with Gene is that he's no different than Andrew Wilson. Doesn't actually believe the shit he says, bro.
That's
like,
true.
I knew Dean when he was in fucking Discord with 12 followers, bro. And this dude is more right wing than me. He was more right wing than me. Like this dude was saying the N word, bro. Like
Yeah,
that's how much free speech he wanted, bro. And all of a sudden, from one day to the next, he was advocating for the T people.
Yeah,
So,
that's
like-
true. I've tagged him. The posts on Twitter where he's just like asking for the DNC for where his check is, and also I know other people close to Dean, and they're like, "Yeah, bro, he's LARPing. Like he does this for money. He doesn't actually care." And then when you look at old Dean content that's resurfaced, where he's clearly advocating for right wing policies, Dean doesn't give a fuck, bro. Dean's actually making more money probably than Andrew on that, where he's just got millions of followers, doesn't actually believe what he's saying, you know, goes into a debate calm, says a bunch of talking points, right? And then he gets paid out the ass. He has made so much money. It's crazy.
No, it's insane, bro. It's insane because
Would you guys like I know you guys will probably say no, but think like do you think like you would give up your like dignity or at least partially your dignity to like platform yourself to like a very specific like niche like group of people that you just
What do
know
you-
that you can
I couldn't do it.
Well, what's the reduction on dignity, bro? Like, would I give up some of my sanity? Sure. Would I give up my actual ethical view? No. Like, I wouldn't just be like, oh, by the way, now I'm, you know, the antithesis of what I truly am.
Yeah,
No.
think about how destructive that would be. Like, if you believe that this is like the best way in which, like, people should live their lives, or at least you should live your life, and then like you completely ditch that for money and tell people like something completely different. That's destructive.
Oh, there's
exactly.
a lot of them.
There's the objectivism again, by the way. Let's flag that real quick.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot
my
of them.
bad.
No, it's my bad. No.
I mean, money talks. Unfortunately, money talks.
And the thing is that Dean Withers was like doing the whole YouTube, like I pretend to be a millionaire person, and like I think he found his niche. I think that's what he did. I think he was doing this for the purpose to make money, and I think he did it. I mean, I think he found the way to do it, and I couldn't do it. Like before, I was a leftist. Like almost 4 years ago. I remember when they were handing out contracts, like they were trying to pay us for like specific viewpoints or talking points and that shit. I don't know if you guys were around back then, but it was a whole thing. Like they were like getting certain content creators and like offering them money. Like I just couldn't do it because I can't imagine being around people that just think the same. I just couldn't. Like I would,
That
my head
actually-
would fucking like destroy.
that
Can't.
actually happened to me like I'm not even on the tier like list because I'm not even on the low tier list. I'm like negative like tier list, but I was like signed to a TikTok agency and I was
I don't even think I'm on a tier list.
I actually asked them to omit me regardless of what the consensus is. If they put me in like B or A or whatever, I don't actually want to be on those. Most tier lists, if you investigate them, are made specifically to cortisol spike. Like the people who actually make the
Good
tier
night,
list
Star
only admit that they're rage bait.
Good night, Star Wars. But I will say,
Nice,
for those
Star
of you that knew me like 4 years ago, I used to get hundreds of thousands of views per video. Like I was pretty out there, and it's not like I'm sorry, like and I'm not I was earning like $300 a week, but like I couldn't do it for the money. At that point in time, I just couldn't.
I wouldn't either.
yeah.
Even if it were, I'm not gonna lie to you. You guys aren't gonna believe me, but even if they offered me like $1 billion. If it were a one-time thing to debate in LARP, okay, maybe. But if it were like, okay, for the rest of your life or for the next, like for the foreseeable future, you are to LARP and you're to like advocate for pro-choice or advocate for, DNC values or all this stuff, I couldn't do it. Like, I actually couldn't do it. In fact, even under Ayn Rand's thesis of objectivism, I could not do that, bro. There's no way.
Not even under Rand?
No. In fact, that's antithetical to Rand's view. Even Genesis will affirm this. He already previously did, but he would affirm it. Liam even affirms this. That's antithetical to the objectivist thesis.
Wait, really?
Destructive.
That's self-destructive. You're acting against ethical egoist morals, and it's not necessarily in the rational self-interest of the individual. If anything, it's actually self-destructive, harmful behavior. That's not conducive to your prosperity.
Yeah, it's irrational and self-destructive.
Yeah.
I need to read up on that. That's pretty interesting. Are you just saying pragmatically speaking?
No, like, okay, so if you truly believe that you should live your life this specific way, and this specific way is what leads to your long-term survivability and flourishing, but you tell other people, like, no, we shouldn't do this, we should do this, and it is something in which is not the best way in which leads to your flourishment or your long-term survivability, then by definition, this is like antithetical to your worldview. This is completely destructive to what you believe in. So if you are advocating for something which you don't believe in, this is an irrational thing to do. You don't
Get him
believe.
out, yeah.
To quote Rand, don't LARP, my Negro.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy.
Wait,
Bro.
Serendipity, are you like us? Are you like a mini divinity now?
Nah, bro. I don't fucking subscribe to wait, in what sense? In terms of the debate grind? Maybe. In terms of objectivism? Absolutely not. I don't subscribe to Ayn Randian.
Wait.
To Randian ethics.
Wait, I got a question.
Okay.
I got a question for you guys. Y'all know Divinity, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know him, like,
Yeah.
poorly. Well, I don't really know him, except from like back in the day when we were like in Discord together. But is it true that he gets back, bro? Because like
Okay,
people
bro.
are being- I'm just saying.
I don't think so.
Yo, my boy Tulip, you were in the debate, right? Like, you were in the comms? When we were up there with Dean right now, weren't you?
Against Kojo versus Dean for the 15th time, yeah. I saw.
bro. Did you see him dodge debating me on normative ethics?
Not see that. I just saw the live, and then I looked and I saw Kojo and Dean were the only people unmuted, and I was like, I don't want to watch this for the 15th time.
Yeah, no, I talked to him a few times and he just didn't want to talk about it. So then it just went into them talking about the prompt as a proposition, and then like it went into semantics. And Dean invoked what I'm going to call the S5 semaxiom, bro, where he took semantics and blended it with the S5 axiom, like modal logic, where if it's trivially
Wait, that
true,
doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I know, bro. That's the meme. If it's trivially true, bro, under one definition, it's true under all definitions, bro. Like maximal good, maximal utility. Therefore, it's true. And so he thought that because it's true under one definition, that he won. And Coach was like, "Yeah, you're right, bro. You won." And the Dean's like, "Wait, no, okay." Like he knew that he was cooked, bro. It was so cringe.
What did he
Okay,
say?
so wait, he said that
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
he said that if it's satisfied that P is true under a definiand, it's true under all definiands.
No, he didn't actually believe that. Once K like sarcastically responded to him, he understood that just because it's trivially true. I'm just memeing him. I'm just taking the S5 axiom and just applying it to semantics just to like shit on Dean. That's all I'm doing.
Oh, I don't know.
I think at one
Dean is
point he was like, didn't he say at one point that wasn't he like, okay, I'd like to refine my position or something like that.
Yes, he amended his position because K was just like, yeah, you understand how stupid that is? He's just like, you understand I can change this? Like, K squeezed him, bro. It was funny. It was pretty funny. And also, yeah. No, guitarist, I actually don't think that Dean, if I'm being honest with you, Dean was surprisingly good faith and calm. I don't think that he actually thinks that he won that exchange. because he's openly been blown out by Kojo before. He knows Kay, and he knows that just saying something that is trivially true doesn't equate to it being true under the majority or under like a multitude of perspectives of the view. So I think that when Kay said, "Oh yeah, you got it, Dean, bro," like you won, he's just laughing at him. Dean clearly knew that he didn't win. That's why he kept trying to talk to Kay.
You guys laugh, but he's gonna be like the next Lucario Dean. He's gonna be Lucario Dean.
Lucario and Dean are friends, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Lucario and Dean are friends.
They're like longtime friends, bro. Like, what?
Oh.
Wait, but Dean, I will say, Dean did actually have one really based. He did have like one really based take. Remember when he said that he prefers K over Z?
That's a base take. Z's a troglodyte, bro.
Who?
Who the fuck is Z?
Some random with like, well, I guess she's not random. She had like 100,000 followers. She joined in and kept saying that she's like on Dean's side, so presumably a leftist, but that Dean won't debate her. And through the conversation, it was really cringe. Everybody wanted her to be dropped.
Serendipity, you would have been really proud of me. A week ago, I debated God Logic and did really well against him.
Yeah.
Who did you debate?
God Logic.
Oh, God Logic, nice. How would that go?
Well, I read my new S5 axiom argument against him, and then he tried to bring up what was that? I can never say his name. Tomaszewski's objection to the argument, and I was just like, and so he was like saying that God's act of creation is a non-rigid designator. Well, then I just had to clarify that he's confusing like semantics, like how we name things with like ontology, what God, like what things are. And he had to concede to that.
I want to see Genesis debate Jay Dyer or something like that.
I think Jay Dye would actually like demolish me. That dude has like a doctorate in philosophy. I'm pretty sure.
I think Jay
I don't
Dyer
know.
beats you.
Some of his conversations with Dean, there was like one on the Piers Morgan show when he was debating Dean and Parker.
Bro, that was embarrassing. Parker, I got secondhand embarrassment from Parker. I'm not gonna lie. That dude is like so fucking dumb. Like I thought Dean was dumb, like back in the day when he didn't know all the philosophy stuff. But Parker just takes the fucking cake, bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. For Dean being 20 or 21 years old,
He could be a lot dumber, but he's pretty, you know.
I think Dean's actually really smart. I think he's just a grifter. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I used to think he was brain dead, but based on how he engaged in the conversation tonight, granted that he's only 20 years old, or soon to be 21, say 4.5, 5 years off of full cognitive development, I think that he's actually just a grifter, and that he knows that he's making like millions of dollars off of being a piece of shit. I don't think he's actually as dumb as he lets on.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's not, bro. You
Divinity, like
Discords talk about
big
taking away the
Divinity?
19th and shit. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Hey, Serendipity, have you debated Plasma before?
Yeah, informally.
Did you win? Or like
That was
seem like you
a
win?
long ass time ago, so Plasma had the edge on me. But to be honest, it was inconclusive because he was LARPing as a pro-choicer, and he brought up it was like he was LARPing with pro-choice as like a hylomorphic.
I think I remember this. Maybe I'm
So
having
let's-
false memories here.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I didn't win. It was more so just kind of like suspended because I was trying to get him to stop bullying the host, and it was just like an informal discussion about the hierarchy of souls and how he believed that, which he doesn't actually hold to. But it was like a LARP pro-choice position where he said that not only does the hierarchy of souls exist, but that there's like a suspension in conferring of the soul, which is obviously a classical view. And then he cited De Anima, the Aristotelian work for that. I don't know. It wasn't really like an actual proper debate, which I don't know. But Plasma's pretty fucking knowledgeable for being 21 years old
He
or
is.
whatever.
He's not up there of lit, but he's pretty.
Well, Lit's way older than Plasma. They're hanging out right now in real life.
I know.
They
I
just-
saw his stories. Yeah, whenever I bring up Lit, Stitch likes to run away. I don't know why.
No,
Nobody
Lit's
runs
my boy,
away,
bro.
bro. That dude fucking he argues just to argue, and that shit gets on my nerves.
Lit and Plasma are my boys and all that. We're gonna party. But as for Dean, I think Dean is just doing this to be like. I don't think Dean actually believes. I agree with Stitch and everyone I've talked to close to Dean. I think Dean is just doing this for the money, and that's sad. That's a lack. Like that's definitely a lack of virtue. But I don't think he's necessarily stupid. I think he's pretty smart. He just knows how to play the book.
No, he's doing it the way. I mean, it is what it is. A lot of these people do. Like, to be honest with you, I don't fucking. I used to like Andrew Wilson, but I don't anymore. I get a lot of grifter vibes from him, as well as his wife.
Yeah,
That's
100%,
just how
bro.
I feel.
Oh no! After being on the panel with him, and then after seeing his side of the live that I was on with him and Lit, when I was up there with Mike, Lit, and Andrew Wilson, and he was just like clearly trying to like rage bait troll, but then I watched the amount of donations on his end and how he said he clearly explicates like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and he really just has like a gift goal of like however many $1,000 per live. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Well, hold
I
on.
get it.
Everybody, I mean, the whatever podcast so he's always on is based pretty much like that. Like,
No,
Well,
so that
well-
shit gets on my nerves too, because his wife went on there and she has multiple fucking baby daddies. You know, it's just like
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on.
And
To be
she's-
fair- Sorry, go ahead.
no, but she's
Well,
telling all
Stitch
these
is right.
you know, she's telling all these girls being like, oh, you shouldn't have multiple, but bitch, you have multiple baby daddies. What are you talking about? Not to mention you were
Well-
fucking with one guy without marrying him, and then caught with Andrew Wilson. So what are we talking about?
Wait, to be
Well,
fair,
what's really funny? What's really funny about Andrew Wilson, is like his debate tactic, right? Is like, and I see it. I've seen it a lot more recently with like other people as well, where like he'll kind of like make a positive claim, right? And it was like the burden of proof will be on him. Well, then he'll start to like shift the burden in almost like this sneaky way of like, well,
Yeah.
like, don't you think this thing? And then as soon as you answer that, he's attacking. It's like, bro.
to be fair, I'm gonna say I
Notice that. That's a really good point. I noticed that in the panel with Lit, where he'll like inject a question into a question. Got like under the, it's like a Trojan horse, right? Where he says it's a clarifying question, but then within the clarifying question, he then asks other questions, and these subsequent questions are not just clarifying questions. That's the way that he burden shifts. Yeah,
Wait, Lit
it's pretty
does
smart.
that? Wait, Lit does that? Wait, who?
So,
No, Andrew Wilson. What
Well,
were you
I'm gonna
saying?
say-
now?
I'm gonna say one thing and we'll move on to what Taurus thinks. But like, to be fair, one of her, I think her first husband, she's a widow. That's why she has multiple baby daddies. Like,
Yeah, but
Oh,
here's
yeah.
the thing. She has like three.
What?
three baby daddies. Let's
Yeah,
be
she has multiple, and also Tulip. This Tulip guy is gonna hop on comms, bro, on the next Dean panel. If like Tulip and I versus Dean and Parker, or Genesis and I versus Dean and Parker, they're gonna get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, they're gonna get killed on the defensive
Oh,
poison,
dude.
right?
I could run my new my
Oh
new
my.
argument for God. Oh, that would be amazing.
Wait. Oh, in favor?
Yeah, we're
Oh shit!
atheists
Is
here,
it is
right?
it Godell's argument, bro?
Oh no.
Okay.
well,
Wait,
Tulip,
Genesis, which argument are you defending?
this Tulip guy debated the Cross dude, which, by the way, I started debating him the other day. Tulip, he got saved by the bell, the live ended. Remember that Cross guy a few months ago? You ran the PSR against him when I was on Void Negation. Oh my!
Cross.
He's got like a cross emoji.
I know who
Like,
he is. He's so annoying. I can't stand him.
bro, he's not good. But
Well,
I don't remember him, but
I just run like a mathematical realism for God.
like
okay,
Todd,
what's the argument?
Premise one: the universe exhibits an unreasonable effectiveness of mathematical structure. In mathematical law. Well, I'm sorry.
so fine tuning.
Yeah. Mathematical laws are discovered, not invented. Premise two: mathematical truths are atemporal, necessary, and exist independently of physical matter of human minds. Premise three: a physical universe governed by atemporal mathematical truths requires a formal cause, a prime logic that is itself atemporal and necessary. Therefore, our conclusion: the first cause is an atemporal intellect, which is the deist God.
Or what is
That somehow went from teleological to cosmological.
Wait, you said. Sorry, can you repeat the last couple premises?
Yeah. Premise 2: mathematical truths are atemporal, necessary, and exist independently of physical matter of human minds. Premise 3: a physical universe governed by atemporal mathematical truths requires a formal cause, a prime logic that is itself atemporal and necessary. The
How
first
do you think
cause
the
is
third
a
premise?
Yeah, that premise would get a lot of pushback.
yeah. That's the one I'm struggling with.
I mean that
You
that I
probably
mean,
you just use fine tuning. You just be like, it's tuned so perfectly, that if this like thing about mathematical principle is false, then all other mathematical principles also fail. Like maybe if our pi was off by one number, all other preceding mathematical relations would fail. If
wait a minute.
if we were off about addition by like maybe one thing,
Oh my
then
gosh,
Yeah, I've been able to like recently slip out of it with like using like the golden ratio or like geometry itself and its expressions within nature. That's how I've been able to slip out of it, but I'm still having a hard time with it.
you're so
W
wrong.
agreeing.
I don't know. It seems like an easy like question to.
This is like a first cause argument in conjunction with a fine tuning argument. It's like
I think
cosmology.
I think the most pushback is actually the first premise on mathematical realism.
P1 and P3.
Yeah, P1 is the one that most people would press if they're like brainless. Or not P1. P3 is the one that they would press if they're brainless. P1 is the one like most people with like a brain would actually press on.
Well, they're gonna press on all of it, probably.
Well,
Yeah, P3 should be obvious. P1. What was recite P1 exactly as you have it, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so the universe exhibits an unreasonable
Wait, the
effectiveness.
universe?
The universe exhibits an unreasonable effectiveness of mathematical structure
Wait, how do
and
you justify
mathematical
that?
laws.
Like, how do you
Um,
justify like not the conditional, sorry, the conjunction of that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
yeah.
Conditionals aren't syllogisms, low tier.
No. Okay, bro.
Okay. Okay.
bro.
He said what?
Conditionals
No,
aren't
he's
syllogisms.
calling back to another guy.
He's just making fun of a guy that thought that if you give a syllogism using modus ponens, that's not actually a syllogism because syllogisms are not conditional because he's a fucking idiot.
Hmm. Conditionals are not.
Tulip, bro, don't read too much into it, dude. Just dismiss it as absolute drivel. It's insanity, bro. This guy thinks that valid inferences are not valid. It's that simple.
Okay. Wait, sorry, Genesis. Yeah, Genesis, you're back off.
Yeah, no, you're good. Honestly, dude, I need to. I don't know. I fucked it up. I don't know.
Just
I don't know.
oh my god, bro, I'm gonna put you on to the best argument for God that has an unquellable problem, but no one will realize it.
Is it
And this
tagged?
guy's like faded, like he said in the chat, and he's an atheist now, bro.
I'm
it
a
tagged?
theist now, actually, and no, tag is terrible. That's the
Wait a
worst.
minute. No, we're not going to skip past that. This guy just said, like, a few weeks ago when I was in comms with him, that he is against, or rather, maybe not against God, but either like an agnostic atheist or an atheist. Correct me if I'm
No,
wrong. Now
I've
you're a
always,
theist?
every single time I've talked to someone when I came back first, I've always been saying that I'm agnostic. The first time we've ever met, I was atheist. Yeah.
Wait, Tulip, are you Christian or are you just like a theist?
What?
I'm Catholic.
I mean, I would say like with premise 1, like I mean, I would probably like I don't know, constants of physics maybe, and just demonstrate that like
Well,
well,
okay, now your argument is just slowly turning into fine tuning.
yeah.
That's why
It's
it's
so
teleology and
the
cosmology
the unreasonable, like the unreasonable. Sorry, I'm so lost in what fine tuning is.
It's teleology and cosmology intermingled in a really weird way.
It's
I mean, I was just
it's teleological and then cosmological interlinked with fine tuning as a conditional.
Yeah, this is really weird, bro.
well, somebody asked me like, can you explain your deistic position? And I haven't actually I'm still working on deconstructing my worldview. Right.
Here,
That's
bro,
right. That's why you gotta
let
flag
me
it,
give
Tulip.
you. Let me
He's a
give you the
deist, bro.
best argument.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
It's the anthropic argument, bro. Okay.
Okay.
This is
Just
the
send it on
legit-
Discord, bro.
There's no way of beating this argument except there's only one way actually.
Just send it on Discord, bro. That way I
Okay.
have it.
Okay, I'll send it. Wait, which one are you? Just okay. Both of y'all DM me, and then I'll send you the argument like formalized, but I'll explain it right here. So. Oh dang. I'll just wait for them to get back then.
Yeah, I want Serendipity to message me about the debate of Ben's art. Running is not a good look on you if you. Yeah.
I sent this this oiled up tight boy a message. That way he can just send the argument so I can dissect it and tell him how trash it is, bro. Nah, I'm sure it'll be robust. Tulip knows what's up. What
Wait,
type of argument is it?
Are you Dr. Ash on Discord? I don't have you. I just don't.
No,
know
it's
if you're
Fact,
gonna make-
both y'all did not.
Wait, I just messaged you. What are you talking about, bro?
Wait, hold on. Maybe you did. It just didn't load in. But what is it? My account like username is 2 like the number 2 and then LI and then a bunch of P's. But my like display name is Son of Spurgy. SPERGY.
Wait, Thaddeus, come up.
Bro, are you not Eon anymore? How many fucking accounts has this guy gone through, bro?
A
Who?
lot.
Dude, bro,
Yeah.
bro, are you banned?
On that account, I got limited. I'm not allowed to message.
Oh my, bro. This is like the
can't-
third fucking account of yours that I'm adding, bro. Like, just send me the. Okay. How many P's are in your fucking name, bro? Send them.
A lot. Or not
I
even a
just-
lot.
I just sent it
It's
on
like,
request.
okay, I'll send it in chat.
Bro, this guy's gotten banned like so many times.
By the way, there's 5 P's.
If the amount of P's is how many times he's gotten
I had this guy on like 2 or maybe 3 prior accounts. He's just like, oh, that's not my name anymore. What do you fucking mean that's not your name anymore?
Wait, how do people get banned on Discord though, or like restricted? How does that work?
You can get banned for like doxing, serious criminal messages, or like, corn. So Tulip, what are you doing, bro?
I got banned for having a feminist prompt. That's it.
It tells me that Tulip's probably engaging in some illicit activity on the DL.
He like fucking.
Okay, this like last 4 months alone, I got removed from 5 different servers. Just from not being
Fuck,
Christian
bro.
anymore, guys. Just for not being a Christian.
You're,
Well,
you're an
that's-
apostate. You're an apostate. You have to put burning on a stake. Bring Mac in here. We got all the rejects. Supposedly.
Serendipity's not a reject. He's
Yeah,
accepted by
yeah,
everybody.
yeah. He doesn't count. You're right. He doesn't count. Yeah.
In fact, I don't know how you do that, Serendipity. Like, are you a theist? I don't think you are.
He's Catholic.
Serendipity? Yeah, he's
Isn't
a
he Catholic?
Yeah. He's the only base one here. He's Catholic.
Oh, Serendipity. We should have a debate sometime.
Somehow I'm loved by everybody, and yeah, I'd be down to debate you. I also copy and pasted that name into Discord Tulip, and it did not work.
Oh shit, Serendipity. Now that all you high twos are here, I kind of wanted to run something by you.
Oh,
High tier. Like, the only thing I'm good at is theology. That's it.
Twitches and high.
he debates theology all the time, and like Genesis definitely knows more about theology than I do because I only debate like either abortion or politics, economics, and some components of theology. But he debates more of theology. I think that I'm just really like good at learning, and I have a huge I epistemolog most people, so I learn really fucking quickly.
I mean, I think Dip will completely spell to ask me, but I'm kind of into that.
Are you
You're
guys
gay as fuck, bro. Like you're gay as fuck. Like there's no ways around it, bro. This guy is like actually gay, and you know what? I'm gonna fuck him, bro. I'm gonna have to do it.
Not the only one either.
Yeah.
No,
I sent the argument to Xander and then what is it, Genesis?
Yeah.
But the argument is like pretty simple. It kind of just tries to say, well, actually, I'll just say the argument. Okay, so the first premise, atheism as a theory admits or predicts an amount of evidence that only predicts a finite amount of observers, and then an observer is just a thing with a mind. So under atheism is trying to just say that it only predicts an amount of observers under an infinite amount, and then an infinite amount of observers, and then on the second premise, theism commits you to an amount of observers in which is infinite or equally to an infinite amount. The evidence for view raises with the amount of observers, or the probability of a view raises with the amount of observers it commits you to, or it can meaningfully predict. The prior evidence of theism is more probable than the prior evidence of atheism. Theism is more probable than atheism.
I mean, how
So
big
would this be using then PSR to justify?
No,
like,
you don't have to commit
possibility?
yourself to any type of PSR.
Oh,
You just say that the
Wait.
amount of evidence. You say that the amount of evidence for theism about us. So like for the
It says I'm
exposition
already
of
friends
the-
with you, Tulip.
Huh?
It says that I'm already friends with you when I plug that in. It's like, are you
Oh,
sure
type it
you're
in-
just?
try to look me up then.
It's I did. It says Tulip Kawa Eon.
No, don't search up tulip. Search up 2, the number, and then like what I did in chat, and then do that in the search bar. And then if that doesn't show up, type in son of Spurgy.
Wait, I got you.
okay. I like this argument. It's an SIA argument, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then obviously the evidence for the SIA is just the Adelstein coin argument, or the Adelstein coin hypothetical, or what is it?
God. I am friends with you, bro. It's the son of Spurgy, bro.
Yeah.
I am friends with you, bro.
Wait, what's the coin hypothetical?
The Adelstein coin hypothetical. Okay. Let's say I have a coin, and one like tails. If it lands on tails, one person pops into the universe. If it lands on heads, 10 people pop into the universe. I flip the coin, and then you pop into the universe. Is it more probable that it landed on heads or tails?
It's probable that it landed on heads.
Yeah. So if theism predicts an infinite amount of observers, and an infinite amount of observers is over a finite amount of observers, then it's predicted that theism is true.
Okay.
I like it.
Interesting.
This is a great argument, actually. But I'm a deist, though. I guess this would still work with deism, right?
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you the problem. Y'all cannot spread this problem around if anyone gives the the Adelstein
Objection.
hypothetical.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So under atheism, or deism, whatever, there can be a model where you can predict an infinite amount of entropy within the universe, and an infinite amount of entropy, let's just say, is just motion within the universe. So if it can predict an infinite amount of motion within the universe, it can equally predict an infinite amount of observers. Mass theism. And then if it's able to predict those observers, then theism just loses on parsimony, so it doesn't even win on the probability.
Okay. So if it's so infinite entropy essentially undermines
Yeah.
like
'Cause what we're
parsimony,
trying to
and so
predict
therefore
also,
yeah, okay.
what theism
Let's
is also
let
trying
it
to
be true.
predict is infinite motion within the universe, or an infinite causation of the universe, or something like that. And since we're predicting that, if they can predict something that's identical without committing yourself to a god, then the argument fails. To do it, it just fails on what it's trying to do. So that's like the biggest problem with the argument. If I look into like thermodynamics or something like that, and then figure out a way to say that like an entropy or infinite entropy is impossible or something like that, I'll come back to you. But right now I'm actually running a Thomistic argument of motion.
concession?
That is a concession.
I mean, I think it's still that's a very specific objection. I don't think
Yeah,
that
that's
at
why I
least
was like,
I don't think even a lot of high tiers would necessarily know of it either.
yeah, I heard of it from what is it? This guy named Hodge, or Hodge theory, if you know him. Actually, no, a person who would know is Cool Guy. Don't do it.
Not with cool.
Don't do it. I'm pretty sure he went to college. I think his first year of college, he went there for physics. I'm pretty sure.
He's
So
probably
don't
the
do
best
that.
debater in the app. He's probably the best debater in the app besides Beat.
Thermodynamics. Also, if we're looking at thermodynamics and physics, I did that in my first degree, right? Like a little bit. So if we look into that, obviously the universe is ordered towards a state of entropy, and so it's just going to be, like I said, the universe is becoming increasingly more entropic, right? So more in a state of, for like layman's terms, it's going to become less ordered, more chaotic, right? And then we look at the distribution of matter and states of matter. And are you essentially saying that under this? Because I got your argument, by the way. I think I messaged you, but
Oh yeah, let me send this to you.
no, I got it thanks to Xander the Goat, but I messaged you as well. So essentially, like infinite entropy undermines parsimony, and because it undermines parsimony, it's less likely to be true because we have more like presuppositions or like sub arguments or cases to be made, right? Because it's more complex, and obviously philosophers always favor parsimony, like Occam's razor, yeah. So, like the more precepts that we have to overcome, and the more complicated it is, right? And as the probability lowers, the less likely it is to be true. So, I don't think that most mid or high tiers are even going to understand this, like Genesis said. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, most of them probably won't.
This protective voiceless guy, like, you know, he's got a huge cock, so he might get it.
Whoa! It's not the size that matters; it's how you use it.
So T1 and T2, we have these.
I'm trying to like wrap my head around this though.
Well, he used symbolic logic. Like this tulip guy loves using propositional calculus.
Yeah, bro. And I feel like Tulip. Are you like a math? Are you like a mathematician? Or like undergraduate?
No, he's a tight boy.
He gives math, bro. Tulip is scary, bro. Anytime I'm watching this dude's live, bro, he's scary, bro.
I have a question for Mr. Stitch Boy, Stitch Bro, whatever your name is. Do you believe in dimension theory? Anybody have commitments to that? What about you, Stitch?
No.
I'm agnostic.
Like
Just
that. Other dimensions exist.
Are you a dimension theorist, Mr. Stitch Bro?
Actually, yes.
Oh.
Like, wait, are we talking about like spatially like ordered tuples like those? Like spatially temporally ordered tuples?
Well,
I think
I
he's
guess-
talking about
well-
more of like a Marvel, like.
But I think about
Oh,
dimensional theory.
if you're talking about like, if you're talking about that, then hell no.
What I think about dimensional theory is just that like how time exists differently, and like the expansion of time can actually slow time down or actually speed things up. So it's just things that can
Well,
be
that's
in
not-
existence. Hang on, really quick. It's just the idea that like there would be like opposite instances in which we would exist or possibly could exist.
There's so like the quantum views on different dimensions.
Yeah.
Fair.
Do you think Schrodinger's cat? Do you think the Schrodinger's cat experiment was a fail or no?
That what? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you cut out.
Do you think the
That what?
experiment of? Do you think the Schrodinger's cat experiment as a?
I don't even know. To be honest, I don't know what that is. I sound stupid right now, but I don't know what that is.
It's just a simple example. It's just that there's a guy. He has a cat. You can't see inside the box, or he has a cat in a box that you can't see inside of, and a button that releases poisonous gas in the box, or doesn't. Or there's a 50% chance that it releases poisonous gas into the box. He puts the cat inside the box, presses the button. He waits like an hour or whatever. And he doesn't. So the cat is in a state right now of whatchamacallit. The cat is in a
So
position.
no. Yeah, you don't actually know, and so until you're able to discern the truth, right? You take it to be it's both A and B, right? Like I reject that on metaphysical grounding, but obviously, like I'm assuming you do as well, Tulip.
You reject that?
Schrodinger's cat, like my doxastic state as it pertains to whether it's living or dead, right? Or both. Like the Schrodinger's cat, the thought experiment takes that it's going to be essentially both, absent your perception or knowledge.
Do you think you can know something absent it being illuminated to you in some way?
No, I'm saying no. That's not my contention with it. My contention isn't the knowledge. My contention is the state.
Oh, the state. Well, he's not saying. Well, actually, he is saying that, but he's just saying that in a mental referent.
Yeah,
He's just trying to say that the mental referent is the type of thing that's in that state, or that perceives it in that state. Because
yeah,
he's trying to
that's
say that superpositions are things, or positions are things to be observed, and not things that to be things to be
well,
like things that are like
yeah,
actual.
but okay. So with respect to that, I would agree. Like with respect to like knowledge or epistemic grounding, but with respect to how something actually is, I'm a metaphysical realist, so I would just take it to be that it's not. I know. I'm a robust. It's specifically Tulip. I'm an ethical non-naturalist, bro. I'm like the scum of the earth. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't take that to be like, I don't think that reality, like, or spatiotemporal existence in any capacity is contingent on perception. I'm like the antithesis of a social constructionist. I'm an ethical non-naturalist.
Ooh.
Oh, bro. I know, bro. But hey, man, you'll come to the light.
How do you explain like the like observer cases where the like abstinent observer things act differently in relation to that, and then how do you like answer those questions? 'Cause those things
With regards to physical, well, firstly, let's just like answer Schrodinger's cat to them. If I'm assuming they got that, and then I'll answer that question because like I think G.E. Moore was right. I think that Mr. Moore was correct, and like robust realism is attractive. But yeah, I know this guy. Yeah, ooh, he doesn't like that. I know, bro. It's highly, it's not parsimonious at all. But not at all. Yeah, not at all. But I indexed at the theological foundation, so it's easier to pair. And now that you're a theist, I'm gonna convert you. But Stitch, essentially, like absent your knowledge of whether the cat is living or dead. So there's like two parts to this. The first part is that like you're gonna say, like the deep part of it is like, oh, it's both until you know otherwise, until you have discernment of otherwise, right? And that's not and that goes into like your perception and what you receive regarding knowledge in order to like affirm, negate, or suspend judgment when we go into doxastic status. The second part of it is like whether it actually is or is not this thing, right? That's the contention that I have with it. Now, there's completely, like, they're obviously completely different things when we go into different elements here. Does that make sense? Like, absent your knowledge of what the cat is, right? You can either suspend judgment or you can take it to be that the cat is. Well, this is like, it's a very famous thought experiment.
He's remedial. So he doesn't really know
I'm just, I guess I'm kind of confused what that has to do with like what I said because
Well, it deals with most examples of Schrodinger's cat, they try to make a deal with other types of dimension theory, and then they just say that exposes us to a different world where it could have been different, and then that different world is just completely adjacent to our world.
Wouldn't that be like it's not string theory?
It is.
Well, is it string theory?
Closer to quantum. What are you talking about? Like in physics? About
like the cause and effect of like an action causes and like some other like time or like
string theory.
String
theory.
String theory is the most common version, but
what I believe, because I think it's backed by science. I think it's reasonable to believe that time can exist and it can change the properties of a certain subject within that time. And I think it can be demonstrated, and I think it has been demonstrated.
Well, anywho,
where I get an issue with is that it does contradict like my theory of God and whether or not I believe God exists, and that's something that I'm still dealing with. But
just be a deist, bro.
That remedial nonsense, schizobabble out of here.
The problem with Schrodinger's cat, whether it's one or the other, is that like I would just pose that empirically and metaphysically that it's only one or the other, right? And that when we look at empirics, like when we talk about quantum physics, like particles aren't actually in multiple places contradicting themselves at once. It's more the case that they appear to be in multiple cases at once, and that the entirety is illusory. So,
Okay,
like,
perfect. Then you concede to the Schrodinger Scott.
well, no, I'm saying that. How do I put this? With regards to like your epistemic groundings, like whether you know it to be true or not
Okay,
true.
wait. Just to be clear,
Sure.
we're talking about the thought experiment, not the equation.
I'm talking about the thought experiment of
Okay,
like
perfect. Yeah, he's just saying in the thought experiment, he's just trying to say that the object of the cat appearing to our exhaustic phenomena, it is in multiple places. That's all he's trying to represent inside the thought experiment. In the equation, he tries to talk about like the physics of it, and that's where he fails. I don't really care.
But isn't this in reference and explaining quantum particles though? Like the
Yeah,
fact that they
the
exist
equation.
in these superpositions.
Yeah, the equation is not the.
Right.
yeah.
Thought
So
experiment.
perhaps I'm complaining that then. So yeah, I'm talking about that. Like I subscribe to the notion that it's only the case that it's one or the other, but obviously absent perception, you can take it to be that you can take like that you don't know, right? And so therefore like people will sign off as it being both, but in reality it's only one or the other. Because again, I'm a metaphysical and moral realist. So
Yeah.
This is how I imagine Bohr and Einstein talking about this.
Well, I mean,
This guy.
if I understand like quantum physics correctly and quantum mechanics, is like they fluctuate and like operate on a very different like capacity than like physics, like things in which persistent physics would function. Completely different. That's why like you can't really compare like the quantum physics with like the physics of like what we are familiar with.
Yeah, I would totally agree. Anywho, I think it's to the prompt. I think we have a new person, King David, and then all you guys can add on to that. So, what do you think of the prompt, King David? If he's even here.
He's a friendly, I think. If this is the guy.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
here.
I know who he is. Yeah.
I'm here. I just was cleaning my nose, so I didn't want to be.
Yeah, a lot of schizobabble from some of these guys.
Okay, bro.
But I think you wanted to say something with the prompts.
But yeah, I would say God is bound to logic as the creator of logic. So I think God would be bound to logic.
Oh, that's not good.
Think God is bound to logic?
Yeah. Why wouldn't he be?
Even
He'd be
even
bound to
well,
the same rules.
Wait, that's
as the
inverted.
creator.
What?
this well, if you read Against Heresies by Saint Irenaeus, he would deny this. He would say that God's essence or God's will is what God is. So
Well,
if
I'm glad
God,
I don't agree with the church fathers because I don't agree with the church
if
fathers.
God wills logic, then God is logic.
Real quick, I'm just curious. So, Tulip, do you reject realism with respect to mind-independent moral facts and like metaphysical reality? Because as an ethical non-naturalist, I'm going to hold that these things not only exist, but
about
like
these truth type of talks and realism, they're usually, or robust realism specifically,
yeah,
they usually hold to weird theories of truth. And I don't really
that's
agree.
right. That's right.
So I don't know if I would have agreements with them.
Guy's like, dude, this serendipity guy's on the sauce. He's like, yeah, fuck this guy.
Yeah. Anywho,
It's
anybody
not
else?
parsimonious. Like, I'll grant that it's not parsimonious at all. It actually requires a shit ton of explaining and like sub arguments.
Yeah. Anywho, back to anybody else have anything to say about the prompt? Is God bound by logic? Anybody else?
Yep. God is not bound by logic.
Yeah, I would say no, but I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Why not?
I'm kind of
that
agnostic, but I would say
if
no.
it is
I lean towards
if
no.
it is the case in which God is logic, then God is just like a mechanic that wills things.
Wait, David, is God a maximum or a maximal element?
What'd you say?
Is God a maximum or a maximal element on your view?
Maximum or all powerful is what you're asking me?
Did I say all powerful?
I know he's.
Well, it
That's.
says all powerful in the comments. So
I think that's
That's
Xander's point.
No, Tulip is
That's
asking.
Xander. I'm not Xander. I said maximal or maximum. Do you think that God is a maximal or maximum?
To be honest, what's the distinction between the two?
yeah,
Okay,
what is it?
maximal is relevant to specific things, and the maximum is burger. Maximal is relevant to specific things. Maximum is relevant to a universal system.
Random shouting a burger got me dead.
Bro, just say maximal, bro.
Maximal is actually the false answer.
Damn, bro. Not according to my boy. What's his name? Platinga.
Who?
Good thing Canterbury and Platinga are both false about the proof theory.
Damn, bro. This guy just threw him under the bus, bro.
Good thing Canterbury and Platinga are both false about their views on what is it?
on modal ontology. This guy just threw Platinga the goat under the bus in a heartbeat.
Good thing.
Logic.
And Gödel actually fixed those problems in his ontological argument. That is way
For
better.
God.
than
For
the
God,
S5
by the
proof
way.
theorems. Way
Modal-
better than the S5 proof theorems.
Yeah, Gödel
Gödel
invoked the S5 axiom, made a robust modal argument.
He doesn't invoke the S5 axiom. He invokes weaker and more acceptable axiological claims, actually.
Well, Platinga invoked the S5, and then I thought Gödel took parts of the S5 critique.
Yeah,
but
he did.
not?
He weakens the S5, but still submits it as a valid argument. Just because it's the fact that God is defined as a maximum element rather than a maximal element. Because if you define the God as a maximal element under those theories, you can't say that if the S5 is non-universal to all particular modal scopes, that God can still.
Reduces God from Platinga's S5 axiom argument as a maximal greatest being, and he reduces that to a maximum being, making it more like acceptable within other systems.
Sorry. Someone give him a room. What'd you say?
Are you positing that what Gödel did is he took Plantinga's maximal S5 argument and he reduced it to max?
He took the better argument, the Canterbury expression. Because Platinga was like, okay, think of it like this. You know that one image of like the 3 dragon heads, and it's like the stupid one, and then the other stupid one.
The Hydra, but it's dragon.
Yeah. Okay, so Platinga is like the first stupid one. He was like, the F5. Canterbury was like, he said S5 too, but he added maximal element instead of the different expressions of it. And then Gödel was like, yeah, these guys, I need to IQ mog them real quick. And then he started completeness and incompleteness maxing, and then he came up with the best argument for like ontological claims. Yeah.
It's often considered Gödel's argument is like the most based. A lot of people hold that he's like got the most based argument for God.
He's got one of them, but the anthropic one still is better until I figure out. It's better once I figure out a way to beat the entropy argument, bro. I'm never losing ever again.
I'm just curious if serendipity had foreknowledge that his actions was gonna put me in a state of smexual dependency.
Here we go.
Is serendipity then responsible for my smexual depravity that his actions placed me in?
Bruh, this is just like a smexual argument as it pertains to abortion. And I'm going to say I am responsible, and I'm going to have to satisfy those needs.
Why does it always go there with you two? Why?
Because we're gay, bro. Like, there's no...
Y'all need to
simple-
get a room. That's all I'm going to say. Just get a room.
You can join in the chair, dude.
I'm
bro.
good. I'll
Watch.
pass. I'm not.
You want to film it, bro? You want to
We'll
film?
even charge you, dude. We won't,
I mean,
we
you
won't
do
charge
you
you.
can do a Bonnie Blue challenge to 1,000 people.
No. No, that's insane if you break that down, by the way. 1,000 guys in one day, given a day that has 86,400 seconds or 1,440 minutes, that's a guy every what, like 1.4 minutes? It's like a
Only
fucking.
you, Serendipity, would do the math on that. Only you.
Mm. Hey,
I
man.
mean, you also
Bro,
gotta
that's
factor in how
100
many
guys,
holes.
100 for every single 100 minutes, bro.
You
Bro,
gotta,
that's
you
crazy.
also gotta factor in how many holes are being used as well. If you can maximize the holes to 3, well, then you'll just take like 3 guys at one time. But if you're also like
No, you have to
saying
count
that the
the
hands
hands.
can use as well,
Yup, and the feet.
That's
Feet
still
one.
yeah okay. So three holes, 2 hands. We can say 5 guys at once. That's still insane, bro. That's 200 sets of
Wait.
5 guys across
whoever
1,440
been
minutes. That's
disappointed,
insane, bro.
who's
That's
ever
like
been disappointed
2,
at 5 guys though?
2,
That
she's
place
like
is
that.
pretty
Well,
focused.
5 guys is
4.
expensive, bro. Then no, she's that
That's
truck on the freeway that says like oversized load.
Hey, that ain't wrong. You're talking about 5 guys at a restaurant. It ain't wrong. It is pretty expensive.
Yeah, I'll take 5 guys. Take turns going in and out of you, bro.
Mm. It's taking pump and dump to a whole new meaning.
Sounds like heaven to me.
Sure does. Tulip gets it.
Oh lordy.
What'd you say?
I said Tulip gets it, bro. I heard you take that hit, bro. I know what you're doing.
Yep, yeah.
Wait, would you?
Guys in the clouds, bro.
Would you do it with Bonnie Blue for like $1 million or $2 million?
Bro,
Yes,
I'll do it.
Definitely.
I'll do it for 10.
Okay.
Hey, y'all are cheap.
10 in a triple dog dare.
What about a double?
Well, does it have to be strictly vaginal, or can we like,
We
get
rotate.
blown or something?
No.
Hey, read that comment.
Because if it's strictly vaginal, I'm not gonna lie to you, I might not be able to do it for $1 million. I'd probably like vomit.
Yeah, probably. Ooh.
I mean, she's had thousands of men in there. Who knows how many diseases she has?
No, they get she probably gets checkups
You get
more, but like
tested.
the average gets like tested and checked like every
I
single
know. No, I know that, bro. I know that, bro. Like I'm very familiar with corn. Anyway, but
I was in the industry.
yeah, bro, I was the facial fiend. Google me. But no, the point is that the point is, bro, is that I'm not. I don't trust that shit. I don't know, man. Like me and Johnny Sins, I don't trust that.
We
Like,
contracted a couple. Yeah, yeah.
just like next thing you know, I'm like yelling when I piss, talking to you guys. Yeah.
Oh, I like to
Holding
think
the
myself
walls.
as like the Ash Ketchum of STDs.
Bro, you're the ass catch cum. That's what you are. Fuck.
Tulip, I've got a question though.
Yeah.
But if I can't articulate it well, freaking dip, just come in clutch or something, cause
I
I'll
got
come
you.
in.
I'll try to assume and then I'll ask you.
yeah. So under like
Top left.
a theist, wait, who'd you marry?
Top left easily. Not even
Middle,
close.
bro.
Yes,
Middle,
Hey, bro, me,
middle, bro.
No,
Bro,
Sophie Rain has 0 bodies.
Yes, she has 0 bodies and she made
That's
$40
not
million.
true. She just claims to be a virgin. That's not true.
Even okay, look,
No.
bro. Even if it weren't true,
No, she has like maybe in high
Even-
school, private life, maybe. But
yeah, I was gonna say even if it weren't
definitely
true,
in her actual life, she's only had one, the Spider-Man video.
exactly. I agree with Tulip. Like, so Sophie Rain's the obvious choice. 1, because she's very aesthetic. 2, she's young and like presumably less used. We can make an abductive case that she's had less bodies than the rest of the people on there. 3, she is the highest earner by far. $40 million in a given calendar year, bro. Are you kidding me? I'm taking Sophie
40
Rain.
million?
Made $40 million in a single year.
From what though?
Top earner on OF.
And she didn't even post explicit videos. Just like it's just
Yeah, like I've seen. I mean, wait. The point is, bro, is that she makes a ridiculous amount of money and presumably has the lowest body count of all these people, and she's the youngest. Obviously, you're gonna invest in Sophie Rain. Obviously.
Bonnie Blue is the worst.
Okay, bro.
There was like a man from certain. There was like rumor that she was actually a man.
If she were a man, that would make it more tantalizing. Don't tempt me, bro.
Oh no! It was like that. She's like there's actually this thing going around that she's like intersmex.
You just that's
No, thank
GAY.
you.
Bro, like you guys are getting me hard. I'm gonna.
All right, but Xander, what was your question?
I was
Sorry,
gonna put.
we kind of got
Are
sidetracked.
you good? So okay, I'm like brand new to all this stuff, so I'm just like trying to make sense of this.
That's okay.
So one, so but under like a theistic view, wouldn't it follow that if God does exist, like he'd have to be maximally powerful? It's like this there's like this example that's given that like if God is just all powerful, then you run into some pretty big contradictions.
Um,
Um,
yeah, I'm
such
pretty
as like
sure. Are you talking like
yeah
about the rock one?
yeah that one
Okay.
in particular.
Well, I mean, okay, the rock ones, and then like the other types of omnipotent hypotheticals. Yeah, I love the Gödel's ontological argument. I'm not willing to defend it. But I like the argument. It's a nice idea. But I forgot.
No, you're good. Because
Oh, for the rock,
think,
for the rock. We're talking about rocks. Okay.
yeah,
For the
yeah,
omnipotent rock problems, those are usually only relevant to the ones that try to unrestrict the language on all powerful, and they try to unrestrict that language to like higher order language to represent maybe what is it? Maybe for the God to be able to do things like outside of logic or perform contradictions. But for most other like doctrinal languages or like people that use their brain, they restrict the language only to reference things to the metaphysical and things that are logically sound. And then, sorry, what?
Well, how would you define all powerful? Did you guys give a definition? What do you mean by that?
All powerful, just you can do anything.
My
And then you would just say, well, you would say all powerful. Well, probably you already restricted omnipotent to all powerful. And then if they ask all powerful, they're like, you'd just be able to to do anything. And then they might do some contradiction where it's like, oh, if you can do anything, can you create a rock he cannot lift? No, he cannot create that rock just because I restrict the language to things that are logically possible. And then that's just not logically possible contained within the essence of what the object is or what omnipotence is. So it's not really a contradiction on God. Since it's not really trying to point out. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. Sorry, that was a clarifying question. Wouldn't maybe like an objection just be that that is just denoting like maximally powerful then?
No, because you would say maximum element just denotes all things in which are universal contained with that obvious restriction. But then maximal is referencing specific universal subsets, where you can be like the universal subset of maybe old dogs, maybe the universal subset of other types of things, and then they just pertain of a specific type of essence or sortal.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Not
And
gonna lie, I'm
those
trying to
when
understand that. That's a bit complicated for me because like I just got
okay,
into.
I can try to simplify it down. So like take the universal. Okay, just take universal subset. Just denote a group of things. So like the universal subset of humans would obviously just be very simply just taken as humans. That all humans, every single person that's a human on Earth, every single Homo sapien on Earth, it just denotes every single one of them.
Second order logic incoming.
And then maximal element tries to just denote that specific set. So if I was the maximal element, I'm just the maximal element that's the prime causer of all Homo sapiens.
Okay. Well, so
but the maximum element is just an element in which denotes all things containing within the set. Containing within like this just universal set that just contains all things.
And there's the SOL.
Wait, so
Russell said.
So it has to be like I guess like could you say that in this set this just contains like all like anything.
Wait, please don't wait, okay.
Yeah.
Please don't do the Russell set thing on me. Just because I don't want to answer Russell problems yet. I'm not functioning enough right now.
This guy's gone. Sorry, I am too, bro. I'm fucked up.
No, I probably wasn't because to be honest, I'm just thinking about this is just like it's just coming to me, so I'm just thinking out loud. So it probably isn't going to be too good, but I guess I was just gonna I guess I was just gonna say, well, so then in this set, must this contain like space, time, and matter? Like, is that
Yeah,
what
it,
it's
it
saying?
contains of all things in the universe, and we'll just call that the universal set just refers to the universe.
So is the reason that you wouldn't prescribe to this view is because you think that obviously God is like outside of space, time, and
You could say he's outside of it, yeah.
okay, that's interesting. And then I, bro, don't laugh
Well,
at me
okay,
about
well,
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
the view that I hold to kind of doesn't hold to that, but the view that I love right now is that, yeah.
Little luck.
Wait. So Tulip, do you affirm like divine simplicity and divine necessity?
Yup. I'm a Thomist.
This guy's a wait. There's no fucking
Okay.
way. Now you're not only a theist, you're a fucking Thomist Christian or what?
Catholic.
So,
Is this guy Christian now?
Catholic.
Catholic.
You were wait. No. When? So what?
It's been like a week or two.
Oh, okay. It's been a whole week, bro.
Yeah, and I've read most of the Summa.
Holy shit! You
I'm reading-
you read
That is
most of
so
Summa
cool.
Theologica?
And I'm gonna start most of it.
Bro, do you take that the 5 ways, or at least the first and like I think the first? and
Yes,
second-
all the 5 ways are some of the best arguments. Yeah,
I feel like you're trolling. This
Yeah,
guy's
I
trolling.
used to
Bro.
the
run-
5 ways are the what? What's the problem with? Okay. What's the problem with Thomistic motion?
No. I don't think Thomistic motion is the problem. I'm saying there are some arguments of his that are like much less robust than others, but I think it's the first. Maybe it's the first or the second one is like incredibly based, and it might be. And
Okay, I remember most of them. Argument from motion, argument from efficient causers. Argument from efficient causes is just PSR. Argument from, what is it? Argument from motion is just the first mover.
Tangency.
Kind of. The argument from gradation is just the ontological argument.
Yeah, he has cosmological, he has necessity, he has contingency. There's a few that are really
I legit have his argument saved. Give me a second.
I mean, they're based. I don't mean to derail the conversation, but like, some of them are more based than others. I think the one that resonates the most is argument. Let me see. I have them here. It's either 1 or 2. Let me see. Yeah, argument 2 is fucking based, bro. Argument 2 for the 1200s. Premise 1, there is an ordered series of efficient causes among sensible things. Premise 2, it is impossible that a thing be the efficient cause of itself. Premise 3, it is not possible for an ordered series of efficient causes to continue infinitely. And then in conclusion, there is an efficient first cause. That's pretty fucking based for the 1200s. Are you kidding me? That's pretty based.
I think he's back. In the meantime, before he comes back, has anybody debated Kylo?
What's the point of even debating him?
Kylo's a fucking idiot. Oh yeah, and then the first way, bro. Premise 1, there exists some things that are moved. Premise 2, for anything that is moved, it is moved by something not identical with it. Premise 3, a series of movers does not regress infinitely. That's gonna get challenged the fuck out of a bunch of infinitists and atheists. Conclusion, therefore there must be a first unmoved mover. Like, that's one of his most famous ones. That's pretty fucking based for the 13th century, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, Tulip. So like divine simplicity being that like God is identical to his will, and he has no parts. He is what he wills. Does Tulip know that he's muted?
I don't. Yeah, okay, wait, yeah, he's muted. There.
I said that I was speaking. What the hell? Okay, but yep, I do. Bro, I was like speaking, and then like y'all would be like cutting me off. I was like, what the hell?
And then like divine necessity would just being that like God is a necessary being then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like, okay, so if God is identical to his will and God is a necessary being,
then by the substitution property, it is necessarily true that his will is exactly what it is. So then that means that there is no possible world where God could have willed anything other than what he actually willed?
That he couldn't have willed anything other than what he actually willed.
Yeah.
Sure. You know, I have an
Okay.
argument for just wait. Okay. If this is gonna get into like determinism being true or something like that, I have an argument that can just mend this. It's legit an argument, proof by contradiction, about how if determinism is true, it's false.
Well, I mean, I was more so getting at, like, if it is necessarily true that God's will to create the specific universe,
I also think that argument uses will a different way. Then you probably want to use it, because like you're probably taking will as like something that has to be the way it is, and then you can just say that that thing can be updated relative to the types of objects pertaining. So it's probably dynamic relative to the thing it contains.
Oh, okay, so like for instance, like if God is if God is good, then his actions or his will would be good, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So if it is necessarily true that God's will to create the specific universe, then it was never possibly true for him to do otherwise. Well, it seems like there's this is a modal collapse if it renders like this grace to be like some kind of lie. So like God didn't choose to create out of love. He created out of love because his nature is necessary.
Okay, well, I don't know if you would say. I don't know if you say that modal scopes are intentional objects. Just because you would want to say that an object is. Well, okay. I also don't think that the relational to say that there can be some sort of object that connects them in such a way that removes them, or negates them in a way. I don't know how you're able to do that on like on a model. If you can construct a model like that for me, that'd be fine.
No, I think that raises a really good objection. Let me think about that.
Yeah, I heard that too.
While serendipity
I also don't think it's
loads
like
some-
I don't think it's like a proper function for God's will to do that. Like I don't think God was just like there to do that. Like that's like the only thing he does.
I think it's God's will that we all become Catholic.
It's based. Give me a fist bump.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, towards Catholicism, bro. Like after Nestorian, me, Protect, all these guys, like Roma.
Well, I guess like what does it mean to like be identical, like for God to be identical to his will? Because if we're saying things like that God is a necessity and like his will is like
His
identical.
being is identical to his will. His
Yeah.
essence is identical to his will.
So wouldn't that make his will a necessity as well?
Wouldn't that make his will a necessity as well?
Yeah. Like if his will
No, because that's not a proper function of his will.
Okay. Hit the drawing boards on this then.
Wait to
Hi.
really quickly, bro. Don't laugh at me.
I'm
I'm trying to like internally critique your view, right? Just to, like see. Apparently, and I'm using AI, so don't laugh at me. But apparently, one of the things that's pointing out is that line 5, particularly line 5, relies on Bayes' theorem.
Yeah.
So but what it's saying is that it's leaving out prior probability, just because if a theory perfectly predicts, let's say, your existence, that you still have to factor in how likely the theory was in the first place. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. That's prior probability. My bad.
Bayes' theorem is like one of the most based fucking theorems ever made.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna point out a problem in Bayes' theorem. I was gonna be like, thought AI was smarter than this. Does AI think that if I flip a coin 100 times, it would be 50 tails, 50 50 heads every single time.
Well, if
Yeah,
you
Bayes'
okay,
theorem is like one of the most important contributions to Mars. Like Bayes was based, bro.
Bayes is Bayes is the Gödel of math or of probability.
Yeah,
Statistics.
exactly, bro. He's the go. Yeah, this guy got it. He understood it.
well,
He's just like, you know what, bro?
I
I'm the
think
Whoa,
goat.
what are these frequencies talking about?
They're
All right,
real.
what's this? What is it? If I flip a coin 100 times, it's not. What the
I'm
heck?
officially brain dead. You guys get silly Genesis from here on out.
Yo, Genesis, I'm about to fuck you in your hole, bro.
well, I think Tulip. I think though the critique, because I didn't even realize that I'm so out of it. I'm over here just literally reading what higher probability is. But no, I think what the critique is specifically is that it's just assuming that theism and atheism are like they start on equal footing.
I mean, okay, yeah.
So
I mean,
it would
I
just, it
kind of
would just be
understand that
asking
objection,
you,
but you
yeah.
would just say that what is it with the amount of observers predicted higher to it proportional to the amount of okay, so the type of probability proportional to the amount of observers would be raised at such an astronomical level. It doesn't matter how, like even if they were 50-50 or not, because if there's an infinite amount of observers compared to a finite amount, and then what is it, the amount of observers raises or the amount of probability raises proportionally to the observers predicted, you would just say that there's an infinite amount of more proportionality on the relation or conditional to theism than to atheism. So it doesn't even matter. What is it? It doesn't even really matter like how close they were before, or the likelihood was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy Bayes figured out that he figured out like how to accurately express theories of updating priors to posterior probabilities, and also how to. Sorry, I was pissing outside, bro.
Him
And
and Kolmogorov. Ooh, Kolmogorov.
Bayes is hard as fuck. In fact, I keep a picture of him on my phone to jack off to, but like we
No, Lord.
we invoke the usage of Bayes' theorem and Bayesian reasoning all the time, bro. Whenever, like Xander, whenever you are in a situation where you're like you have some sort of like posterior experience, right? Like a posterior knowledge, and you update your beliefs in accordance with new experiences or say empirical evidence, that is the invocation of Bayesian reasoning, right? You're updating your beliefs or hypotheses in accordance with new information being presented to you. He also was so based, again, that he presented an
Well, I mean,
actual...
okay, every single probability theorem does that, but it's like
True, but his
he does it like differently. He's like we have to account the likelihood of it, and then we count on from we count on from each new piece of evidence.
Yep.
Relating.
It is a good base.
Yeah, that's him right there. That's Bayes right there.
That's Bayes. Oh my god.
Based Bayes, bro.
Right there. Bro, I have a picture of Gödel on my wall, and I just crouch and I pray to Gödel.
Gödel looked like a bookworm for real.
Bro, exactly, bro.
But Bayes looked like just this old like whiskey drinker, but he's just so based. It's crazy.
How do I deal with this like problem though? That like, because I know some people will posit that it's like, I guess they call themselves like Bayesian subjectivists. Like they think that it's
they count evidence. Okay, there's objective Bayesianism, and then there's subjective Bayesianism. Subjective Bayesianism counts evidence subjectively. Objective Bayesianism tries to count it as proportional, like as factually as possible, like as objectively as possible.
Okay.
And then you can kind of think of subjective Bayesianism as loose Bayesianism, and then objective Bayesianism as strict or proper Bayesianism.
Strict versus loose Bayesianism.
Well, okay, you're still gonna. That's the way I conceive of it. It's not like an actual term. It's not like a proper term. I don't think.
Okay.
Just like,
yeah.
Bro, just engage in what's the other super base guy's name? Fuck, his name is like escape. Fuck, John Rawls, right? Is it Rawls? John Rawls, I think it is.
Well, I don't know.
But like
That's a
Walgian.
pull if I don't know him.
What about
No,
Voltaire?
no. He's famous for like fuck. It's like Walgian, reflective equilibrium, right? Yeah, that fucking guy too. You should look into him. He's incredibly based, bro. Probably did a shit ton of like illicit substances and just figured shit out.
No,
Some
that's
of
what you have to do.
his
You have
like
to. That's how I study,
LSD.
actually.
Look
Yeah,
into Voltaire. Voltaire's
oh, that's
pretty big.
Voltaire. Yeah. His real name, if I remember right, Voltaire's real name is Marie, bro. It's like Marie Francois, like Arouet or something.
Bro,
Yeah, I would
bro,
probably
let
go by
me put you
Voltaire
on Crazy Tech.
Yeah, I'd go
I
by
was able
Voltaire
to,
as well.
bro. I was able to read and finish studying a 100-page book off of just one. This is like it's probably low elo tech. I don't know if y'all already on it, but bro, just take Adderall, bro.
No, I did the same thing. Stanford has a study on this where there's a tipping point, but if you're like moderately inebriated, it actually can enhance the ability to like process and
No way,
and
bro.
like get through
Yeah, I
information.
used to do that with weed, but Adderall is so much better because it's a stimulant and it helps you focus because it's for ADHD.
Yes. That's why the college students in like these intense graduate and undergraduate programs do it, bro. Like there's an actual study on this. It's insane.
Exactly, bro.
Bro, but I
My
tried it one time and it made me feel like I was literally gonna like my heart was gonna explode, dude. Like
you
I couldn't.
probably took too big of a dosage. You have to.
If I'm not mistaken, Genesis, Voltaire lived until like his 80s, and he actually was so based, or he was smart. I mean, a lot of his criticisms were against the Catholic Church and shit, like, or like the Catholic Church and like and various other churches. But he figured out a way to like rig and win, or like to win the lottery and shit like that. He got imprisoned in the French Bastille, I think, for a long time. The guy was.
He also expressed advocacy for white supremacy and slavery.
Oh, that's right, bro. Hail Hitler. Oh, wait a minute.
All right. Well, I just realized my wifey is kind of upset. She's kind of like,
Yo, his make believe wife is upset. Everybody, like, chill out.
I mean, it's almost
Don't
4
worry.
a.m. I think I should probably. The Intellectual Titans. It's been an honor to be in your presence. Serendipity. You should set up that debate of art apologists. And might get some
Yeah, bro. If
judges.
anyone sees art apologist saying that he beat me in a debate, ask him for substantiation because I can just provide evidence to the contrary. He's never beaten me. Never has, never will. So
Debate. Formal debate. Debate each other. Yeah.
yeah, it's weird. Apparently, he was telling people that he like spanked me. I'm like, what the fuck? When did that happen, bro? Give me a screenshot or a clip because I mean, Kuroshi was there. Genesis might have even been there. And locally hated's live. When did you? I got that guy to sign off that it's okay to grape born children if it doesn't affect society. I got that guy to sign off on that in a reductio. What are you talking about?
Yeah. It's a really bad hill to die on. Hopefully that formal debate.
Oh man, Kuroshi excommunicated me too.
It's all right. I'll tell you what. If I redebate him and you're a witness to a Genesis, even as pro-choice, obviously you and I are like lifelong buddies. You'll be able to witness, right? Just like history repeating itself, and then you can see this guy sign off on.
Love that,
bro.
And you'll definitely get some those people who don't like Genesis on the panel.
Hey man, well you know what? I thought him and I were on good terms. I hope that it's not the case that Richard was wrong, but you know he's usually pretty honest with me. So
yeah, well I'm gonna end. If that's Mac, I'm definitely gonna end. It might be.
Bro,
what happened?
what is that? I'm
what
kind of.
happened- Hold on. What happened with Richard?
no, Richard was cool. Is nice to me. He's cool. That's my boy. But he told me he was the one telling me about all this. And Art and I were vibing before, but then I guess he debated him and he said that he smoked me or something. I'm like, when did that ever happen, bro? No one. What? When did Art ever smoke me on anything?
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm kind of mad I wasn't sober for this live because I expressed a lot of my views on this live.
It's all right, bro. I wrote it down.
It's a
that's
secret.
ladies.
Though.
Now I feel like
Mac?
someone
Oh
here
my
is gonna like quote me and then like I'm gonna get pressed by someone.
Yo, watch this, bro. I'm gonna drop some quotes real quick, so everybody actually agrees. Fucking Heil Hit. No, anyway.
All right, that's enough. I'm gonna end. It's like 4 a.m. The wifey.
You know this Mac guy.
I was gonna say I agree with that actually.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna end. Have a good night, y'all. Anyway.
Good night, bitches.